Social influence involves changes in behavior influenced by the actions of other people. Social influence can come about for a variety of reasons on a continuum from mere suggestion to the most severe form, to torture. How does social influence work? Well, first, we must become aware of the difference between ourselves and the values or behaviors of other people. There are great many studies of social influence that demonstrate how the presence of others can cause us to change our attitude or actions. Studies show that people eat more when dining with others and I'm dining out here, so they eat more in the company of others than they do when they are alone. They also run faster when others are running with them. There's even more some interesting research on social influence among animals with similar results to those of human studies. Probably one of the most interesting aspects of social influence is the pressure for conformity. Conformity is a process by which an individual's opinion behavior moves towards the norms of the group. In classical surveys, some asked 7 people were shown cards with 3 lines drawn on them. Here's an example. So, they were shown the line, then they were asked to select the line among the 3 that match the standard line. And here's the standard. So, there's no question as to the comparison. This has to be right or wrong. She asked and listed the cooperation of 6 of the 7 participants in the experiment. On the first card, the 6 responded correctly. They identified the lines of the same length. So the 7th person, who is the only real subject in the experiment, well, the 7th person answers correctly in agreement with the others. But on the next card, 4 of the cooperating participants choose an incorrect answer. Yet they are in agreement. So the subject is whether to conform to the opinion of the peer group. Even though the answer is in conflict with the counsel knows to be correct. And so, what do you think happened? Well, subjects who are listed alone made errors in answer fewer than 1% of the time. This was the control group, but although tested in group of 7, let's see, 75% yield at least once to conform to group answer that was clearly incorrect. And on average, so did conform to the group in about 37% of the critical trial. This means in spite of what they are seeing. Right, much more in the side of control group, I'm sorry. This experimental group to see whether the group size would affect the pressure, and it did. And probably less than you might expect. Groups of 4 demonstrated about the same result as a group of 8. Interestingly, now a unanimous agreement was more important than the number. In other words, a unanimous opinion by 3 exerted more pressure to conform with a majority of 7 with a dissenting opinion, a group of 8. Similar experiments have been in various countries among diverse cultural groups. Groups tended to be more willing to conform. Remember that many of the regions were done in the United States where there is a high value placed on individualism. In an interesting evaluation, the Abrams found that the conformity is especially strong when the group is selected from among those people that someone clearly identifies with, either because they have character in common or they know each other and interact or appear outside of the experimental situation. So, what does all this mean in the real world? Well, since the group members can influence one another to conform to the opinion of the group decisions of a group may be called into question. What about decisions by political committee or parliaments? What about the juries who are charged with convicting or acquitting their defendant? Clearly, social influence will play a part in the critical group decisions. Also interesting is the fact that the studies is made by a group. The tendency to redefine, and by that I mean that the group becomes even more convinced of the validity of the group opinion. Um, this may happen because the individual group members who strongly support the group tend to be more popular with the group members.